with spectacles. They look at us as spectacles. And once that spectacle stop being a spectacle and speak, then it's a problem. Hello, my name is Enil Pickett. I'm the creator of Insert Apparel. I know most of y'all have seen my line, No Justice, due to my commercial that was broadcasted on NBC and the state senator being big mad about my clothing line. Basically, I'm just going to give you a complete overview of the commercial, and I'm basically going to explain every sweater, and I'm going to explain why I created the line as a whole. So first, the reason why I created the line as a whole, because we need to address police brutality, and we need to address what happened in Charlotte, which Trump failed to do. And he refused to denounce white supremacists, but I denounce white supremacists and white nationalists. To me, they all the same, and there's no difference between them. But the fact that black and brown bodies get brutalized by the police each and every day, and we refuse to talk about them, and I wanted to talk about that with this line. The first part of the commercial that y'all have watched, you see Justice and two cops standing outside of a pit, and then you see a flame. Well, the shirt that's accompanied with that scene is, I would ask for justice, but she's helping the cops burn my body. And the reason why I made that crew neck or that sweater was because, like, it's too often times black people, we always ask for justice. We always ask for, like, no justice, no peace. But we don't go around destroying cities. We don't go around basically terrorizing people. We continue to endure the violence against us. Even though we keep asking for justice, she refuses to hear us. The scene when the young man was lynched with the American flag, and that was also supposed to represent how the criminal justice system basically literally hangs black people, literally leaves them out to dry and let their body dwindle in the wind. And if you see on the shirt is eyes. When I said Justice over there acting like she don't know us, knowing damn well she was calling her name, if you look closely, you see the eyes facing this way. And if you see the way the shot is set up, like, basically it goes back to the police officer and justice. And when they nod, that nod is supposed to basically represent like they in agreement. And if you watch earlier, the cop lift up Justice's blindfold. So that's supposed to basically prove that the criminal justice system influences justice. And it's not even, I can't even say criminal justice system, because at the end of the day, like, they're not the same. Even though they work together, they're not the same. And justice is not given for all. And I think we really need to understand that. And the fact is, a lot of people is racializing the cops. In my video, I never gave them a race. The cops were just cops. Being blue is not an ethnicity or a color, it's a job. And cops sign up for this job. And they sign up to protect people. And if every time you're fearing for your life, you pull for a gun, and most of that time when you fear for your life, you see somebody that look like me, we need to have a deeper conversation about that. And the next scene is, no hashtag can ever bring me justice. I've seen my death way too many times to imagine anything different. And in that scene, it's 6 people laying on the ground, and they have roses on their chest, and they wear all black. And the reason why they have roses on their chest and they're dressed in all black, because they're supposed to represent death. They are dead already. And they're supposed to represent Tamir Rice, Garrett Gaines, Sandra Bland, everybody murdered by police brutality. But then you have somebody in the middle who have rose petals, and then they release the rose petals. And what that's supposed to basically symbolize is like no hashtag can bring me justice. It's like we have seen our death. Like we've seen our death countless times over social media, on the news, and we become desensitized to that. And we no longer can feel like the outrage when we see stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, we do definitely feel outrage from that. But it's so much to keep up with. It's like a body every week, every day. And the next scene is destroy the city that caused you to bury me. and the person is dragging a sledgehammer, chasing the police. And basically what I mean by city is systems. The very systems that oppress us, the very systems that brutalize us, the very systems that don't even see us as human. It's like we need to dismantle those. Like we can't have conversations about this if we're not trying to dismantle these very systems. So that sledgehammer is basically symbolizes like scholarship. It symbolizes like no more. Like we're not going to be brutalized no more. We can't take this no more. And finally at the end when it said, fuck the police, they're the biggest gang in America. And I'm walking towards the camera with a pig's mask, stuffed in newspaper, drenched in fake blood, and an 18-inch machete. Walking towards the camera with that. And what that basically was supposed to symbolize is like, if we were to take action, if something was to happen, I mean, it wouldn't be an empty pig's head. That pig's head represents a larger system. That cops are part of a larger system. They're part of a colonizing force that brutalizes and terrorizes black and brown bodies each and every day. So I'm not actually going telling people go kill cops. I'm saying the very system that they represent, that's hang that system. That's decapitate, that's like cut the head off that system. Like immediately. Like it can't go on. And I think I need people to look past, like it's so much imagery, so much metaphors within this commercial. But I want you to look past that. And I need you to look deeper. And I need you to use your critical lens when you watch this video.